In recent years, extreme cosmetic surgery has surged, captivating attention with shocking transformations. But when does the pursuit of self-expression cross into dangerous obsession? Society's fixation on physical perfection, fueled by celebrity culture and social media, has pushed individuals to alter their bodies drastically. Some seek to replicate the idealized beauty they see online, while others are driven by personal crises or deep insecurities. In this script, we'll explore real-life stories of people whose extreme surgeries went horribly wrong, uncovering the motivations, risks, and broader cultural impact, ultimately asking, when does beauty become a dangerous obsession? Pixie Fox is a glamour model who embarked on a radical transformation to turn herself into a real-life cartoon character, inspired by her desire to resemble the fantastical, exaggerated figures seen in animated movies. Her bold vision to achieve a cartoonish look has made her a figure of fascination and controversy. Starting her transformation in 2011, Pixie began with subtle cosmetic changes, but soon became obsessed with achieving a look that matched her dream of becoming a living, breathing animated character. She was particularly inspired by Disney princesses and the hyper-feminine, stylized aesthetics of cartoons. Pixie Fox's journey has been marked by over 200 surgeries, which include dramatic procedures like massive breast implants, resulting in a 30J cup size. One of the most controversial surgeries she underwent was a banned eye color change procedure in India, which was banned in the US and Europe due to its extreme risks. Additionally, she traveled to South Korea for painful jaw contouring surgery, which involves cutting and reshaping the jawbone to create sharp, angular features. Each procedure pushed her closer to her vision, though it came at a significant cost. The consequences of her extreme surgeries have been severe. Pixie suffered brain damage from one of the procedures, and her health deteriorated to the point where she began to express regret. She eventually sought to reverse some of her modifications in an attempt to embrace a more natural look. Her story raises important discussions about the obsession with unattainable ideals and the lengths some are willing to go to achieve a cartoonish, fictional appearance. It challenges society's perceptions of beauty and highlights the physical and emotional toll of such extreme transformations. Pixie Fox's journey serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of chasing an ideal that doesn't reflect reality. Her transformation has sparked public debates and cultural conversations about body image, self-expression, and the societal pressures that encourage individuals to pursue extremes in the name of beauty. For some, her story is a representation of how far people can go to embody an idealized version of femininity, while others see her as an example of the harm caused by unattainable beauty standards. Leo Blanco, a man from Buenos Aires, Argentina, began his transformation at the young age of 15 with one clear goal in mind: to become the ultimate Michael Jackson impersonator. Growing up with a deep admiration for the king of pop, Leo was captivated by Jackson's iconic facial features and smooth complexion. His desire to emulate his idol's appearance led him down the path of extreme body modification. Over the years, Leo invested over $30,000 in at least 11 cosmetic surgeries, including multiple nose jobs, cheek implants, and other facial adjustments. These surgeries were all carefully selected to replicate Michael Jackson's distinct features, which he believed would allow him to embody Jackson's physical legacy fully. However, this relentless pursuit of perfection has raised profound questions about identity and self-image. As Leo continued to undergo surgery after surgery, the lines between his own identity and his idols began to blur. The psychological toll of trying to become someone else has sparked a broader discussion about body modification and its emotional and mental impact. Leo's transformation also highlights the immense cultural influence of celebrities, especially the lengths some fans will go to in order to live out their admiration. His story underscores society's obsession with celebrity culture and the extremes people will go to in the pursuit of emulating their idols. Justin Jita, known as the Human Ken doll, embarked on an extraordinary quest to transform his appearance into a flawless, doll-like ideal. Inspired by the iconic Ken doll, the male counterpart to Barbie, Justin became fixated on creating a perfectly symmetrical, smooth, and youthful look. His desire to embody this seemingly flawless figure led him to undergo hundreds of cosmetic procedures over the years, including multiple nose jobs, cheek implants, lip fillers, and extensive body sculpting. With a reported investment of around $500,000, Justin's transformation has been nothing short of extreme. Justin's journey to become the perfect Ken doll has altered nearly every aspect of his appearance. From his facial features to his physique, he has meticulously shaped his body in pursuit of a dreamlike ideal. However, his dramatic physical changes have sparked intense debate about where the line is drawn between art and self-destruction. While some view his transformation as a form of self-expression or even a work of art, others question the mental and emotional toll it has taken on him, especially considering the health risks involved in such drastic surgeries. Culturally, Justin's transformation challenges traditional beauty norms, raising questions about what defines beauty and whether perfection should be the ultimate goal. His extreme modifications invite critical discussions about the cost of perfection, societal pressures, and the lengths some will go to in the pursuit of an idealized image. Herbert Chavez, a man from the Philippines, has become widely known for his extreme transformation into a real-life version of Superman. A devoted admirer of the iconic superhero, Herbert was driven by a desire to embody not only Superman's physical attributes, but also the strength, courage, and larger-than-life persona that the character represents. From a young age, Herbert idolized the superhero, which led him to pursue drastic body modifications in order to mirror the fictional hero's look. His journey was less about imitation and more about channeling Superman's essence, hoping to reflect the qualities he admired so deeply. Over the years, Herbert has undergone numerous procedures to reshape his jawline, chin, and other facial features to mirror the distinct look of Clark Kent, Superman's alter ego. These surgeries were meant to enhance his resemblance to the beloved character and ultimately fulfill his personal vision. While his transformation has been extreme, he remains committed to further modifications, constantly refining his appearance to be closer to the superhero's idealized features. Herbert's journey raises important questions about the influence of superhero imagery on self-image and the potential dangers of altering natural features to fit a constructed ideal. His transformation highlights the fine line between fandom and personal identity, sparking conversations on how deeply we can connect with fictional characters and how those connections can shape our sense of self. His case reflects broader cultural trends, where the merging of personal identity with fictional personas challenges traditional views on self-expression and beauty. Allegra Cole's journey is one of dramatic reinvention, transitioning from a conventional life as a piano teacher in a strict Mormon household to becoming an online modeling sensation. Her transformation was driven by a desire to break free from the constraints of her upbringing and embrace a more expressive and unconventional identity. Seeking to carve out a new space for herself in the competitive world of modeling, Allegra invested heavily in her appearance, spending approximately $75,000 on multiple cosmetic surgeries. These procedures included breast augmentations, liposuction, and other enhancements designed to give her a striking, distinctive look that set her apart in the industry. Allegra's decision to undergo such extensive procedures has had a profound impact on her career, making her a symbol of empowerment for many. She embraced her new body as a form of self-expression, challenging societal norms about beauty and femininity. However, her transformation has not been without controversy. Critics argue that her extensive surgeries may reflect deeper issues, such as body dysmorphia, while others question the social and psychological toll of such extreme self-reinvention. Despite the backlash, Allegra's journey resonates with those who see her as a bold example of someone reclaiming agency over their own identity. Culturally, Allegra Cole's transformation highlights the tension between self-reinvention and the expectations of society. Her choice to modify her body challenges traditional beauty standards, raising questions about the limits of personal autonomy in the pursuit of beauty. As she continues to redefine herself, Allegra serves as a reflection of how modern beauty ideals are shifting, especially in a digital age where self-image and online presence are intrinsically tied. Valeria Lukyanova, widely known as the real-life Barbie, is a Ukrainian model whose transformation into a living version of the iconic doll has captivated and shocked the world. From a young age, Valeria became fixated on the exaggerated proportions of Barbie, inspired by her doll-like features and idealized beauty. She sought to embody these traits, aiming to reflect the unattainable perfection that Barbie represents. Her motivation was not just to look like the doll, but to live as a symbolic representation of an exaggerated feminine ideal, which she believed would set her apart in the modeling world. To achieve this transformation, Valeria underwent numerous surgeries, including breast augmentations and facial enhancements, to mimic the doll's impossibly thin waist, large bust, and delicate features. Her surgeries were designed to create exaggerated proportions and a flawless appearance, similar to the doll's aesthetic. Over the years, she carefully crafted her look with the help of plastic surgeons and became famous for her doll-like appearance that mirrored the contours of the Barbie doll to a near-perfect degree. While Valeria's transformation achieved the doll-like appearance she desired, it has sparked heated debates about unrealistic beauty standards. Critics argue that her extreme appearance perpetuates harmful ideals, encouraging the idea that beauty can only be achieved through artificial means. Valeria's transformation reflects society's growing obsession with perfection and the commodification of beauty, where physical appearance is often tied to worth and success. Her story raises critical questions about body image, the psychological cost of achieving a perfect look, and the cultural impact of pursuing extreme beauty standards. Valeria Lukianova serves as a mirror to society's collective desire for flawless beauty, highlighting the dangers of idolizing and replicating unrealistic ideals. Anthony Lafredo, known as the Black Alien, has become one of the most extreme and controversial figures in the world of body modification. His transformation is driven by a deep desire to reshape his body according to an unconventional, personal vision of self-identity. Identifying as the Black Alien, Anthony seeks to radically transform his appearance into something entirely alien-like, distancing himself from conventional human aesthetics. His transformation goes beyond mere cosmetic surgery. It is an embodiment of his unique self-expression, rejecting societal norms and expectations of beauty. To achieve this extreme look, Anthony has undergone a series of dramatic modifications, including the removal of his ears and nose, partial finger amputations, and extensive tattoos. These modifications are just the beginning. Anthony has openly discussed his plans to amputate a healthy leg in pursuit of further transforming his body into his envisioned alien form. His decision to undergo these procedures has sparked intense debates over body autonomy and the role of medical professionals in performing such extreme modifications. His case raises critical ethical questions. Should medical professionals allow individuals to make such extreme choices, particularly when they involve the removal of healthy body parts? Culturally, Anthony's transformation challenges societal norms and sparks broader discussions about self-identity, autonomy, and the boundaries of body modification. His extreme modifications push the limits of what is considered acceptable in modern society, inviting conversations about personal expression, mental health, and the consequences of redefining one's identity in such a radical way. His story forces us to reconsider how we perceive beauty and self-identity, and where the line is drawn between personal freedom and societal expectations. Ethan Ramble, a young man in his 20s, has become known for his extreme commitment to body modification. Driven by a desire to embrace a unique, personal vision of self-expression, Ethan has pushed the boundaries of what is conventionally considered acceptable in body modification. Rather than simply altering his appearance with common procedures, Ethan has chosen to take radical steps that significantly alter his body, demonstrating his determination to stand out from societal norms and create a wholly distinct identity. His journey is marked by a series of high-risk, extreme modifications, each chosen to enhance his vision of self-expression. Over the course of his transformation, Ethan has undergone over 40 modifications. These include a split tongue, the removal of his belly button, and the tattooing of his eyeballs black, an extreme procedure that carries the risk of permanent blindness. While many of his procedures are visually striking, they also highlight the dangerous consequences of pushing body modification to such extremes. The process of tattooing the eyeballs, for example, is an irreversible procedure that poses grave risks, raising questions about the physical and emotional costs of seeking such dramatic alterations. Ethan's extreme body modifications spark discussions about the lengths some individuals will go to in order to stand out. His transformations illustrate the psychological toll that extreme self-expression can take, as it suggests a deeper desire to carve out a distinct identity that challenges societal standards of beauty. His case raises crucial questions about the ethics of body modification and whether some procedures are simply too dangerous to be performed, even with the consent of the individual. Ethan's journey invites a broader conversation about the mental and emotional motivations behind such radical transformations and the cultural pressures that contribute to them. His story exemplifies the tension between personal autonomy and the consequences of pushing one's body beyond its natural limits. Tiffany Taylor's journey into extreme body modification began after a painful breakup and the end of a long marriage. Seeking to regain control over her life and self-image, Tiffany became fixated on emulating Ivanka Trump's look, viewing the public figure as the epitome of beauty, success, and the ideal lifestyle. This obsession led Tiffany to invest heavily in her appearance, seeing it as a way to reinvent herself and find a new sense of empowerment and identity. Her transformation, driven by a deep desire to emulate the success and beauty she associated with Ivanka, took center stage in her personal reinvention. In just 1 year, Tiffany underwent 13 surgeries, including breast augmentation, rhinoplasty, and a series of facial fillers. These procedures were intended to mirror Ivanka Trump's sharp features and refined, polished appearance. While Tiffany's quest for perfection was fueled by the hope of becoming a more glamorous, admired version of herself, the results have been controversial. Despite the flurry of surgeries, the transformation remains ambiguous, with critics arguing that the outcome doesn't closely resemble Ivanka. Furthermore, the psychological effects of such a rapid transformation have raised concerns about body dysmorphia and the emotional toll of obsessing over another person's appearance. Culturally, Tiffany's case opens up important discussions about celebrity worship and its impact on personal identity. Her intense focus on replicating Ivanka Trump's look reflects the growing trend of individuals looking to celebrities as models for beauty and success. Tiffany's journey raises significant questions about identity reconstruction, the desire to embody someone else's image, and the psychological effects of such rapid and extreme transformations. Her story underscores the emotional complexities and risks of pursuing celebrity-inspired beauty, particularly when personal identity is shaped by the unrealistic ideals set by public figures. Martina Big, a German model formerly known as Martina Adam, sought to radically redefine her identity through extreme body modification. She was driven by a desire to embody a new sense of self and explore what she perceived as a more empowering, liberated version of herself. However, her transformation quickly turned controversial due to the methods she employed to achieve this new identity. Martina's journey into body modification took a troubling turn when she injected skin-darkening substances to darken her skin in an attempt to alter her appearance and emulate the features of a black woman. Her decision was motivated by a desire to look more exotic and to break free from her previous image. However, her transformation sparked widespread outrage and intense criticism from both the public and cultural commentators. The procedures that Martina underwent, including the use of dangerous skin-darkening injections, caused severe complications. Aside from the physical risks associated with these procedures, her actions led to accusations of cultural appropriation, as many felt her attempts to emulate blackness were disrespectful and insensitive to the cultural significance of race and identity. The public outcry raised ethical questions about whether such radical transformations could be seen as genuine self-expression or harmful mimicry. Martina's story ignites conversations about the fine line between personal autonomy and cultural insensitivity, challenging the boundaries of what is considered acceptable when altering one's body in pursuit of an identity. Martina Big's transformation provokes important debates about race, identity, and the limits of self-reinvention. Her case raises significant questions about the ethics of cultural appropriation, particularly in the context of body modification. Is it possible for someone to truly adopt a different racial identity, or does it trivialize the lived experiences of those who belong to that identity? Her controversial transformation highlights the complex intersection of personal expression and cultural sensitivity, inviting a broader conversation about the potential harm caused by trying to become something that is rooted in someone else's lived reality. Dennis Avner, famously known as Stalking Cat, embarked on a deeply spiritual journey to embody the strength and grace of a tiger. His transformation was not merely cosmetic, but also symbolic, rooted in his profound connection to the tiger as a spiritual animal. Dennis sought to reshape his body in a way that would reflect the power and beauty he admired in this majestic creature, pushing the limits of conventional body modification. His decision to alter his appearance went beyond aesthetic changes. It was a physical manifestation of his spiritual identity and personal beliefs. Over the course of decades, Dennis underwent more than 14 surgeries to achieve his tiger-like appearance. These procedures included extensive facial reshaping, such as the flattening of his nose and the splitting of his upper lip to create a more feline-like look. He also received subdermal implants to mimic the texture of fur on his skin. And one of his most unique modifications was the implantation of robotic whiskers on his face. These dramatic changes allowed Dennis to resemble a tiger more than a human, embodying his chosen identity fully. Though Dennis's transformation earned him a Guinness World Record for the most extensive body modifications to resemble an animal, it raised complex questions about the line between self-expression and self-mutilation. His extreme modifications blurred these boundaries, with some viewing his changes as an extraordinary act of self-expression, while others saw them as an extreme and irreversible alteration of the human body. Dennis's journey highlights the risks and consequences of pushing the boundaries of body modification in the pursuit of a personal identity, often leading to permanent changes that may not be fully understood at the time. Culturally, Dennis's transformation opens up conversations about the limits of body modification and the role personal symbolism plays in physical transformation. His case forces us to consider the extent to which individuals can, and should, alter their bodies in pursuit of an identity that transcends traditional human forms. His transformation challenges societal norms about beauty, self-expression, and the relationship between the body and identity, encouraging a deeper examination of how far one can go to physically represent an internal belief or spiritual connection. Jocelyn Wildenstein, a high-profile New York socialite, became known worldwide as Catwoman due to her dramatic and increasingly feline-inspired modifications. Jocelyn's transformation is often described as one of the most extreme in the world of cosmetic surgery, and it sparked both fascination and mockery in the media. Her motivation for such drastic changes remains tied to her personal vision of beauty, which she claims was inspired by her love for big cats and the desire to embody their strength and beauty. However, her decision to undergo multiple surgeries was also influenced by personal challenges, including rumors about her marriage and the emotional toll of those experiences. Over the years, Jocelyn underwent numerous facial surgeries aimed at sculpting her features to resemble a cat, including brow lifts, cheek implants, and the alteration of her nose and jawline. These surgeries altered the very structure of her face, creating a dramatic feline-like appearance. Despite undergoing such extreme transformations, Jocelyn has defended her decision, insisting that her new look is an authentic expression of her unique vision of beauty. She has remained unapologetic in the face of criticism, asserting that she chose these changes for herself, not for the approval of others. The outcome of her transformation has led to widespread public criticism, with many questioning the emotional and psychological implications of such an extreme makeover. Her case raises important questions about how far one can go in the pursuit of personal beauty, and the psychological impact of altering one's identity in such a radical way. Jocelyn's transformation challenges societal expectations about beauty and self-expression, forcing a reflection on how extreme cosmetic changes can overshadow the individual's true identity. In her case, the intense media scrutiny and public judgment have overshadowed her original self, sparking debates about the ethical and emotional consequences of extreme body modifications. Culturally, Jocelyn Wildenstein's story forces society to confront the question of whether such dramatic transformations are an expression of self-empowerment or an attempt to escape deeper emotional issues. Her transformation challenges us to rethink the value we place on personal appearance and how it shapes our identity, while also raising concerns about the role of public opinion and the harsh judgments that come with living under the spotlight. Jocelyn's case stands as a poignant reminder of the psychological and emotional complexities behind extreme body modifications and the toll they can take on one's sense of self. Hang Myoku, once a promising model, became infamous for her tragic descent into extreme body modification, driven by an obsession with achieving flawless, youthful skin. Her desire for perfection grew from a fixation on maintaining her appearance and recapturing the smooth, idealized skin of her youth. This obsession ultimately spiraled out of control, leading her down a dangerous path of cosmetic procedures. Initially, Hang underwent traditional cosmetic treatments, including Botox and silicone injections, in an attempt to maintain her youthful look. However, when these procedures failed to provide the desired results, her fixation grew stronger, and she resorted to increasingly dangerous methods. In a desperate attempt to achieve the flawless look she craved, Hang turned to unregulated black-market silicone injections. These illegal procedures were performed by unqualified individuals, further complicating the risks. But when the silicone injections still didn't yield the results she desired, Hang tragically took the situation into her own hands. She began injecting cooking oil into her face, unaware of the disastrous consequences this would have on her health. The oil caused severe swelling and disfigurement, leaving Hang with a face that was nearly unrecognizable. Her actions led to irreversible physical damage and catastrophic health consequences that no amount of corrective surgery could fully fix. Hang Myoku's case serves as a heartbreaking reminder of the dangers of unchecked cosmetic obsession and the severe risks of undergoing unregulated black market procedures. Her story highlights the psychological toll of body dysmorphia, the extreme lengths some individuals will go to in order to achieve an idealized image, and the lack of oversight in the world of cosmetic surgery. It also exposes the desperate emotional pain and self-esteem issues that can fuel such destructive behavior. Hang's transformation is a cautionary tale about the dangers of excessive body modification and the potentially life-altering consequences of chasing an unrealistic standard of beauty. Culturally, her story serves as a powerful reminder of the perils of beauty obsession, especially when it's fueled by unrealistic ideals propagated by media and society. Hang Myoku's tragic journey underscores the importance of regulating the cosmetic surgery industry and ensuring that individuals seeking change have access to safe, professional procedures. Her case forces us to confront the emotional and psychological dangers that come with the pursuit of perfection, reminding us of the importance of self-acceptance and mental well-being in a world obsessed with outward appearances. Sahar Tabar gained international fame through social media for her extreme transformation into a surreal, almost zombie-like version of Angelina Jolie. Born in Iran, Sahar's desire to look like the iconic actress became the driving force behind her radical approach to cosmetic surgery. Fueled by the influence of social media and the constant pressure to maintain a flawless appearance, she began undergoing a series of surgeries to craft an exaggerated, almost unrecognizable version of Jolie's features. Her look, which involved extreme facial modifications, including exaggerated cheekbones, lip fillers, and dramatic nose changes, quickly attracted the attention of millions online. However, her transformation did not come without severe consequences. Sahar's cosmetic journey, which included approximately 50 procedures, not only altered her physical appearance, but also led to significant legal repercussions in her home country of Iran. Her extreme self-transformation resulted in her arrest on charges related to blasphemy and corruption, due to the viral nature of her appearance and the way it was perceived in a highly conservative society. This backlash forced a national conversation about the intersection of beauty, social media fame, and the lengths individuals might go to for online attention. Sahar's case serves as a poignant reminder of the dangerous interplay between social media fame, extreme self-expression, and the unforeseen consequences of pushing cosmetic surgery to its limits. Culturally, Sahar Tabar's viral transformation highlights the overwhelming pressures of social media to achieve unattainable beauty standards. Her journey underscores the psychological and emotional toll that such extreme alterations can take on an individual, as well as the societal impact of embracing unreal beauty ideals. Her story is both cautionary and thought-provoking, raising questions about the role of online fame in driving people to extremes in the pursuit of perfection, and the boundaries of self-expression in a world dominated by social media validation. Anastasia P.S. Chuk, a woman from Russia, has gained attention for her extraordinary transformation, specifically her quest to achieve the largest cheeks in the world. Determined to redefine beauty on her own terms, Anastasia set out to create a distinctive and unconventional look that would set her apart from traditional beauty standards. Over the course of 6 years, she underwent numerous surgeries, Botox treatments, and countless filler injections to continuously enlarge her cheeks. Her commitment to this extreme alteration of her face became a form of self-expression, symbolizing her desire to challenge conventional notions of beauty and embrace her own vision of what it means to be beautiful. Despite Anastasia's growing social media following, her extreme appearance has sparked considerable controversy. While she has cultivated a devoted fan base, many view her look as a defiant challenge to societal beauty norms, questioning whether such modifications reflect a healthy approach to self-expression or a dangerous form of body dysmorphia. Anastasia herself remains unapologetic, arguing that her choice to embrace her unique appearance is a bold statement of individuality and empowerment. However, her transformation raises important questions about the mental health implications of extreme body modifications, particularly when driven by a desire to redefine beauty standards. Culturally, Anastasia's story forces society to confront the limits of self-enhancement and the pressures that fuel such extreme alterations. Her pursuit of a drastically altered appearance highlights the growing influence of social media in shaping personal identity and the ever-increasing desire to stand out in a world saturated by images of perfection. Her transformation prompts a broader conversation about body dysmorphia, the societal forces that drive extreme beauty ideals, and the fine line between self-expression and obsession.